Alright, in this video I'm going to share with you 10 tips that you should learn and know about in Canva itself. So let's get started. First thing first is brand kits. Okay, so having a canvas definitely is a lot about templates. So templates in terms of like templates for your Instagram post, templates for your poster, templates for even your resume, templates for your web banners and every single things. So there is another master templates which is for your brand's corporate identities. So this is where we are actually going to the brand kits itself. Okay, so brand kits allows you to actually store your corporate logo, corporate fonts, and also corporate colors in all together, so that like actually next times when you delegate to your teams, or maybe next times when you're actually creating a new creatives, they will be actually pretty simple, so that you can just drag and drops in compared to maybe you just need to go back to your PC and you go back to your drive and then to a search back like where is my logo, which one is actually PNG, which one is transparent backgrounds and all. So then like having these brand kits will be actually makes things so much easier, because every time next thing that when you log in on Canva, you can access all of these informations all together. It's pretty easy. Okay, so for examples here, like if I actually putting the logos already, so it's a cute yeah, forgot about it. So having here, then you can actually put your logos. Then afterwards you can actually put all of the colors, your corporate colors, and maybe the feelings that you want to actually building your contents towards. So then you can actually put all of these images and also colors here. And then this is actually a text the fonts that you want to have. And the best things about the fonts here is that you can, if you let's say okay, let me maybe do one examples here, brand kits. Then I'll actually build my companies, maybe another company's called Wow. Right. So having here then the brand's logos, I don't have a samples, then maybe let's keep these things, but you get the ideas, right? So once you uploaded images, then this will be actually the logo. The next time you just drag and drops, then you can have the logos that you want to have already. So color palettes, then maybe like here would be actually pretty simple, because like next times when you go to your maybe your documents, your previous visuals that you want to have, then you can actually straight away find the colors that you want to have, and also maybe just fill in the color palettes that you are using. So additionals here will be some inspirations that you want to have. Then in order to get allow you to have a little bit of mix and match, so that you can have a darker contrast and maybe a lighter contrast for different purposes usage. So like maybe a darker visuals that you want to use, maybe a lighter visuals that you want to use. So then like your logo or maybe your colors of buildings contents, like maybe text or maybe fonts or all of those things, can be in contrast, so that the visuals can be as vibrant or maybe as popping up as possible. Yeah. Okay, so maybe like oh, this is the colors that I want to have, then like ta-da, then it will be complete already. Or maybe you can just do your own creations of visuals, then creations of your contents colors, then he will be here. So you can actually name it like for social posts maybe. Okay, for social posts. So next ones maybe is like for maybe for printing, I don't know. So it's just examples. Okay, so then here would be actually the brand fonts. So then let's say you are building your presentations and all, then you can actually have all of the fixed corporate templates and also sizes that is actually already preset here, so that everything that you build from now on can be consistent. So in terms of the font size, whatever size that you want to have, like maybe I want this Antons. Okay, then normally I want my teams, or maybe me myself, that I want to use it for 28. So then like this will be actually presets. Then afterwards, next time you get whenever you use it, you will remember that the size that you continuously build would be highly consistent in overall. So you get the idea, right? So maybe then going for this thing, then maybe I'll go for a smaller font, maybe. Right, so headings, subheadings, and also the body font. So maybe body font is like something different. Okay, then you can actually upload your fonts if you couldn't find the fonts that you want to have within here. So it will be actually pretty easy, and also everything is just click and complete. Okay, so this will be actually the brands kits that you want to actually learn, so that for example next times whenever you clicking on maybe wants simple presentations. Then let's say you want to have whatever visuals that you have. Under here, you can use this corporate identity so that next times when you do something like this, then the formats and also the sizes or this kind of thing is actually something that you preset previously. So you get ideas that it will be actually come in handy that so yeah, it's kind of small. So but overall it will be actually something that you can actually continuously to adjust here. Then for next time's usage purposes. So like maybe I have to try a little bit. So I want for my subsequent visuals to be actually consistent, to be larger. Okay, so then now coming back to here, it will be actually 46, right? Okay, so this will be actually brand kit. Next thing that I want to share with you would be something that's pretty simple. So it's called sizes. Okay, be it that you are having your Instagram post sizes, which is maybe 1060 times 1060, or maybe you are having maybe a Google Ads banners, or maybe a visuals or web banners, maybe 1920 times 1680. So everything can be actually customized. For example, when you actually creating a blank post, you can resize under here. So it will be actually the very basic basis. But then you can count it as a tips, one of the tips, or maybe just a tips number 0. Okay, for these things. So there will be two things here. Okay, so one thing is actually to resize on this artwork itself. So another thing is actually to create another new visual so that you can continuously edit and remains your first visuals save as another copies. Okay, so here is what it means. Here you can change to inches, millimeters and centimeters, or maybe just back to normal online visuals, which is the pixels. Okay, I just give an example like maybe 2 times 12, for example. So you can copy and resize. What it means is that you copy and resize, then you create another visuals so that you can continuously do your content. So like maybe for example, change to this one, then I resize, then I want to have like 1002, then 192, then oops, this is too big. So I copy and resize. You see, so Canva will knows exactly like maybe backgrounds, those kind of things. Then it'll help you do the adaptations, and the rest of the artworks it will allow you to 3D edits on the goes while you maintaining the first visuals. For example, you want to do one contents for Instagrams and another contents for maybe desktops or horizontals banners, you can do it that ways, and then afterwards you can actually keep the main copies of yours in here. Then afterwards to edit another versions on the go. Okay, so this will usually come in handy. Or another version is actually to resize on this post itself. So for example, maybe your team saying that this post is too small, so I want to resize. Then yeah, okay, see, so when you export, then the file size will be actually here already. But bear in mind that if you actually enlarge all of your contents, please take note that the images of yours make sure is to be a higher resolution, so that if you just drag and also making things bigger, then it might become pixelated, so your visuals might not be look nice. But then this will be actually tips number 2. So resizes and adjustments doing your visuals on the goals. Okay, so here's another things that previously I shared with you guys in terms of like naming your file, your file names. Okay, so what is this? Happy hour IG post, for example. Then another ones would be happy hour web banner, for example. Okay, but this is not a web banner. This one is it's kind of a desktop resolutions. Okay, screen size, but you get the ideas. Okay, so third things that I want to share with you today is something is would be pretty straightforward, which is all of the elements and also all of the stock photos that you can have inside Canva. So it allows you to achieve a lot of things by mix and match, like burger McDonald's. Okay, so let's say for example, if I'm building a contents and maybe an Instagram post, this will be let me go to the blank here. These things I say. So here will be elements and also like the photos. I want you to see that how powerful these elements and also photos, stock photos available in the Canvas are, so that you have a lot of imaginations that you can actually create whatever visuals that you want to have, and the message and also the visuals that you want to convey. Okay, in overall. So let's start off with elements. Elements can come in like, for example, when you're doing a presentation, you want some graphics to actually present the feelings, for example, the message you want to have. So like maybe let's say NFT world. Right, so you can have a lot of visuals like NFT. Like for example, maybe I try, maybe here's more making sense for me to do presentations. Okay, so I go for blanks presentations, then the elements and also photos here. So elements like just now what we talked about, which is creating the NFTs. Then yeah, so I have my logos here, then I have my logos here. Then for examples, then I put on my text, which is like NFTs is the art collections, for example. Okay, NFTs are art collections. And this would be sure how you're actually making sense of how you present your contents, because like it will be very fast for you just pick and drops out of the contents here. Then your presentation will be actually so much more interesting as compared to just a blank visuals like this. Okay, even though this would be one of the style that we are always interested to use, which is the minimalist kind of styles in overall as well. Okay, so elements like for example, you can think of whatever things that you want, then just type it here and also get the inspirations that like there will be a lot of contents that you want to actually just pick and drops. For examples, maybe during presentations like maybe PC. Okay, so then you have visuals of PCs, then maybe presentations like presentation. Why am I typing presentation? But yeah, presentations. Then you can have your visuals here. Then what else? Even like just now we talk about burger. You have a burger here. So like yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but you get the inspirations on like whatever that you can think of. Just type it here. Then you can get the things that you want. So there will be a lot of graphics and elements that is actually available here for you to actually use, and for your content creation, so that it doesn't look as dead without any visuals and presentations. Additionally, on the elements itself, whenever you see these graphics on these visuals colors, right? So what you can do is actually clicking on it. So then look at these things, right? So this color is actually represents like these breads here. So what I can do is I just change the colors all of these things, and every single things can be just directly converts all of the colors to be whatever the feelings and also design that you want. So for example, what else you want to have, like okay, no, this thing is an image, so it's not right. So let's say maybe this is a fries. Okay, so you see this color, so like I'm thinking like fries, maybe it's a darker potato. So yeah, then my company's colors maybe so I'm changing to blue. Yeah, another versions, I don't know, but this will be actually the inspirations, and yeah, you get the ideas, right? So all of these graphics you can just directly clicking here and change the colors. Very simple. Okay, so there's something that's popping here, so let me go to here. You can even have animations that is actually available here. So then you see the ideas, right? You get a lot of like very fun things that you can mix and match and also put in here. So burger for breakfast. Yeah, so then you want to present to your investors that I want to create a burger store. Okay, so having these things will be actually so much more interesting. Then what else you want to actually have, like so far I don't know, I just randomly types whatever things that you can actually think of. Camera, so you have all of these pretty fun things that you can actually put all together, then it becomes a very nice presentations, be it the animations and all. So okay, so this is where the next parts of these stock photos and also the elements that we want to talk about, which is the graphic itself. Okay, so stock photos will have unlimited visuals that you want to have, and all of these things are kind of included in here, so that you don't necessarily have to buy extra stock photos, which might cost pretty expensive in overall, because all of these visuals are licensed in Canva, and you can use this as much as you want. So for example, whenever we actually talk about a breakfast, then we want to tell the management that, oh, we have a very powerful team, for example. Yeah, we have a very powerful teams that we are actually working together, so that you want to convey this message to the management that, oh, we have a very solid teams to actually make this burger happens. So for examples, okay, so what else visuals they want to have, like whatever it is, so flower pots, then maybe a bottle, every single thing. So even like maybe let me try something. I have the okay. This tells some aging things. Okay, so yeah, Windows XP's wallpaper. So what else? What else things? House, or maybe a lot of visuals that you can actually have, like maybe things and all. So you get the inspirations here that like there's a lot of visuals that you can actually find. So unlimited visuals potentials here, so you just type whatever things that you want to have, then you will have all of the graphics that you want to have, including the animations and also stock videos here as well. So then another one would be actually all of these photos. So limitless, so you just go and actually check it out and also find the inspiration that you want to have on the goals during your creations of your artworks and maybe presentations. Okay, so this would be actually next tips. Folder management. So the first part that where we talk about actually the brand kits, so that you can actually have all of your corporate identities here, like this is Walao, this is Walao, then you have maybe another company, so then all of this brand kit is actually stored here together, right? So then here let me show you another things as to under here you can actually save it to a folder. So what this means is that you can actually keep it under your folders, then afterwards this folder you can actually store it like maybe all of the Instagram posts, then maybe all of the visual that you want to share it to your team members, or maybe one design folder which is maybe for offline poster creations, then another folder is for your another teams which is doing the map banners and also maybe a social media banners, so that all of those things can be actually arranged and to manage to get this, so that afterwards you can actually share the right access of the folders to the individuals to continue to work on. So it's a little bit the same as maybe a Google Drive here you can share, where you can actually click access and also share the edit levels to other people's, so that continuously building new contents and the progress can be made easy. Okay, so let me be sample to do these things. So I want to like hey my team members, I want you to actually do this the visuals. Oh no, it's gone already. I should go to the folders, but then here, so let me go back to here to projects. So here will be, you see, right? So the folders that we have just now is like samples, and then so this will be a kind of samples that just now I created. Then I can usually share these things like to my other team members here. Okay, so afterwards they will get a notifications that to continue to work on these projects, for examples. Then grids and frames. Okay, so grids and frames will always allow you to do the compositions and every single things much nicer, and also it allow you to stitch a visuals to maybe a graphics or maybe a backgrounds which to convey a different style of a message. Okay, so for examples, let me be go to okay, let's get back to here Instagram post. Then I just do whatever visuals that I want to have. Then here you can actually go for grid. This grid is pretty interesting. Like for example, if you want to actually slice your visuals to maybe 2 or 3 different graphics altogether, then you can actually have it here like this. Like just now, if I throw these things away, throw this thing, then these things. Okay, so I put in my graphic here. Then I want to actually put the visuals here, for example, this keyboard 6. Then I just drag it in. Then the visuals will stick it on that particular part. So you get the ideas, right? Then you can actually double click it here. Then you can just adjust the visuals on the go. Okay, so when maybe you want to present like, oh, this is a kickboxing world, and just now I see, right? So let me go to back. So this visual is actually not stitching exactly to the sides, but then Canva will be actually smart enough to adapt the visuals for you, so it makes things so much more simple. So I drag it here, then it's already stitching like this, so it's already enlarged and also adjust the visuals to the grid itself, so it's pretty easy. Okay, then afterwards you just adjust on the go. So you can put it here, then afterwards you put another visual, then just drag it here, then there will be actually the way of presentation. So just now, like if you see the grids, right? Okay, no, so element. Okay, so elements here, then the grids would be a lot of type of templates that you want to have. Then the editing here would be pretty easy. Okay, so you can just continue to adjust all of these things as well. Then yep. Okay, so this will be great. Then the next ones I should share with you would be the frames. Haha, so let's dispose it. Then the frames that you see, like all of these graphics on Canva that have these Windows XP wallpapers here would be this is where you put in your images on here. Then it will be actually adaptations of the frames. How does it look like? For example, I want to present like this would be one of the monitor. Then afterwards I want to put the pictures of like just now we talk about Windows XP. Okay, so I'll just stitch it in, then ta-da. So but it will be maybe hard for you to actually look at this. So I get another visuals here, then I just drag it in, then the visual is already here. Okay, so it's pretty easy for you to actually just arrange your contents all around. So maybe let's look at a lot more of frames inspirations. No, sorry, I go to share frame. So like pretty easy is like when you want to show like desktops got how many informations here, then you want to present another one which is on a mobile. So mobile, then you have the visuals here already. Then mobile, you want to present like maybe for example when you upload your apps interface and you want to actually stitch on the mobile devices, so it looks more professional and also more clean to convey your message, right? So then you can just upload the interface that you screenshots on the phones already, so then you can actually present on the go. Like for example like photos, then what do I want to have? I don't know, but yeah, I just put it here. This looks nice. Then I just throw it in, then I just drag it in, then this is the way already. This would be actually great and also frames. So definitely go and explore and check it out, and also in order to help you to do the adaptations and also the presentation that you want to have. Okay, so hope you learned one or two things. Next thing that I want you to learn is actually the management of lock frames and also to arrange of visuals, so that things will be actually so much easier for you to edit. For example, like here, whenever like if you have two screens, then it will be actually very hard for you to click on the backs. So one of the ways is definitely you just zoom in so that you can see clearly what is the back, or yeah, or another way would be to move these things to the back, so that you can actually manage these visuals easier. So you can actually click in here and there. Let me take off one of the examples, like maybe I have a background here already. Oops, I just put it in here. I have a background here. What am I this? And for example, when I have the backgrounds already, I don't really want to edit these things anymore because I already done that part. So I actually continue to do my contents of the rest. So I can actually lock it here, so that whenever I click it, then it will be wouldn't be so messy. So this one is one of the managements that you can have. So lock screens, moving the front and back, so that your arrangement and also your visuals creations would be so much easier. Okay, so for example, plant more trees. To change to white colors. Then, like for example, this part will be done already. Then you can lock the screens. So you can lock the frames. So afterwards, you can just edit the rest of it. So it's already locked. Okay. So then when you highlight these things, move around, then these things wouldn't move. Okay, so it will help your management of visual creations so much easier. Okay, and also so much more manageable. Okay, the next tips that I want to share with you today is the content planners. Okay, so content planners is just right below the brand kit. What is managed here is that like look at these calendars, right? You can actually schedule a lot of your contents posts. For example, your March contents, your April contents, your next month's contents, and all of those. So here will actually even give you some indicators that like this is International Women's Day. So like would you want to do a contents for that? And all of the contents that you created previously, you can just gather it around and also schedule it here, so that you don't need to like, oh, today is what day, and then you go and do the manual postings, because every single thing can be managed and also just arrange here subsequently. Okay, so you can even just craft all of the festive visuals all in here for a whole year long. So all of those things can be possible. So let me show you some examples. Like let's say if I want to post I don't know what day is this, but yeah, game day. So I can just schedule here, right? So just post it on like this blah blah blah. Make sure I remember to delete later on. So as an example here, I just arrange this will be the times, then this will be the date that I want to actually post, then the schedule, then it will done. Then afterwards when you actually look at your content planners here, then this will be the post that I scheduled previously. So you will be available here. So you see, right? So you can actually continuously to arrange, like for example, so engagements posts and maybe a conversions post, a product post, and every single things. Then you just arrange all of these things together, and then all of the creations and the planners of your contents can make so much easier, because you just do all in one go, and maybe submit for approval to the management and all. So all of these things can be done here. So you get the ideas, right? Let me delete these things just in case I forgot to delete the post, right? Oh, I want to make changes on these things, then I want to delete the post, because this is not for me, right? So this is for you as an example, right? Next thing that I want to share with you, which is something that is very powerful. Imagine your designers that created a lot of illustrators visuals or Photoshop visuals, and he or she left the companies, and oh no, then you don't have the editing things. So what can possibly achieve here is that you can upload the visuals that you have, and maybe it can edit on Canva itself. So let me show you the example. Maybe here, create a designs. Look at this, right? Import file. What this means is that, let me show you examples. I have these examples of Illustrator visuals, which I randomly just draw one or two things here. And because for example, I'm using another laptops, and I actually don't have illustrators. So what I can possibly do is here, recent once uploaded, then you can jump it in, and this is the illustrators files, which I can drag and drop and continue to edit all of these things all together. I can even change the text, all of those. And bear in mind that this is Illustrator's visuals. So imagine you can actually upload a lot of other things as well. So let me show you another examples. Illustrator you can upload, then maybe uploads from PDF as well, so that you can actually continue edit your PDFs, like maybe signatures and all. So all of these things can be done in here. So let me just create another visuals, imports. Let's say I just simply download one of the resumes templates here. So we upload. So we upload here. Then you can actually upload all of your PDF files, illustrators, which is vectors, visuals, into here. Then you can continue to do the editing. Okay, so you get the ideas, which is pretty powerful. So like for example, I done uploads here already. Okay, this will be actually the PDF just now I upload, right? So it's a PDF, and I can continue to edit the visuals on the go, which wherever I want to have. Okay, in order to oh my gosh, I don't have maybe Acrobat readers and all, then I can actually use it here to continue to editing all of my things. Okay, and then afterwards I can just download back to a PDF. So it's very simple and very powerful. Okay, so everything can be recognized. The last thing that I want to share with you today is a very powerful thing, which is called background remover. Imagine, like for example, whenever you have you shoot photos of yourself, then you want to do a passport visuals, where you need to go to maybe editing tool that you can actually pick in the points, and also continue to remove edits, remove all of the backgrounds of different colors. And here I want to show you, which is something which just one click away, then you can actually remove the backgrounds and your visuals is done. So let me create a visuals of I recently created a visuals for this Canva tutorials, right? So I'm using my face. Okay, let's say maybe I just create a blank things. So yeah, it's me myself. Then what I can do is that I can edit this image and background removals. So let me click it in, and also I show you like the final outcomes of these visuals. Okay, and it's done. So very easy, and this visual is so damn easy. So in case let's say you want to there's some parts that you want to actually continue to edit, just whatever things it is. So everything can be done here using the erase, and also maybe restore some of the parts here. Okay, so all of this thing can be done, right? So I'm done showing my face here. Then I can show you a lot of examples like images that you can actually think of, like maybe for examples Women's International Days, then edit image, then background removals. You see the effects on here, so it can be done very easy. So maybe I just throw myself not to see me, then see these pictures. Okay, so while it's loading, I want you to see that how precise these editings can be. So you see like this graphic is already done. So in case like for example you want to see maybe a greater contrast, then I can just put one image for the backgrounds so that you can see much clearer what am I talking about. And people normally do the green screen, just an example, right? So see, everything is actually very clear. So maybe I just put another image or like, let me play around like this one. So I just remove these things, edit images, background removals. See how smart it can be, just remove all of these unnecessary contents, all of this here, right? So we're loading. While it's loading, maybe we play another image here. This thing is interesting. Let me see what it can be done. Okay, so like everything's clear, right? So I didn't even notice here, then it just removed already. So let me try these things. I'm interested to know like how do they remove these backgrounds for these things, because it just very blends in pretty image photographies here. So not sure how does it present, but this is a very powerful thing, so definitely give it a try. Oh perfect. All right, so I hope you will learn one or two things here, and if you don't have a Canva account just yet, so definitely use the links down below to sign up for a free or pro account, doesn't matter. And see you in the next videos. Make sure to like, subscribe and comments. So ciao.